Hi, and thank you for joining me. Today I have my dad here to talk about the second book that he published. The title of the book is called The Authorized Biography of Jesus Christ. Dad, could you please share what the book contains and why you wrote this book?
Yes, the Gospel of Saint Matthew is the first book of the New Testament, and it was written by a disciple of Jesus called Matthew. Matthew was a tax collector, and we accountants are very interested in tax matters. It is a matter of keeping records, and Matthew would have been very good at writing records and keeping diaries. And Jesus actually went up to his tax office and called him. And on the same day, Matthew gave Jesus and everyone who was there a big feast of celebration that Jesus came into his house to celebrate. But after that, Jesus must have spoken to Matthew. I read this gospel with a very critical eye. What is in it, how it is presented, and what matters are not in that book, which we know from other gospels. And I applied one interesting principle of information systems auditing, and that is, what was the source of the information that Matthew wrote? I came to the conclusion that what he wrote was exactly what Jesus Christ told him, or what he himself observed on his own. These are my conclusions, and the evidence is all documented in this book. Definitely, Matthew could not have composed the 10 Beatitudes that Jesus Christ told in Matthew chapter 5. And similarly, at the end of the period, Matthew stopped writing after Jesus Christ met them on a hill after his resurrection and gave them the final command. So, Matthew was writing only what Jesus Christ told him, and he stopped writing when Jesus Christ left the disciples and wanted to prepared to go back to heaven. And throughout the book, there are several instances where Jesus Christ told Matthew about the future, about his death, his resurrection, and various incidents that will take place in the future, which Jesus Christ knew. And Matthew knew that he was actually the Messiah because he was predicting what hadn't happened. This book was written for the purpose of showing that Matthew wrote an authorized biography of Jesus Christ. And there is a companion book about the diaries of Matthew, which I published subsequently. And these two together form two books of my personal publications. Thank you very much.
Thank you for sharing, and I believe that both these books are available on Amazon. Am I correct?
Yes, they are both available.
Thank you for sharing.
Yeah.